Have you seen the latest photo of Jungkook BTS circulating on the internet? Yep, the photo immediately made a splash and became a hot topic of conversation among ARMY. No wonder, because his latest appearance is completely different and successfully made many people shocked. But what really happened behind the photo? Let's get to the bottom of it. Recently, social media has been abuzz with the circulation of several photos of Jungkook BTS that show a side of him that has never been seen before. Not just any ordinary photos, but his appearance this time really surprised many people, from his hairstyle, choice of clothes, to his facial expressions that look more mature and charismatic. ARMY, as BTS fans are known, immediately flocked to find out the origin of the photo. Some speculated that it was part of the latest project, while others assumed it was a candid portrait taken secretly. But certainly, this photo managed to make Jungkook back in the spotlight on various social media platforms. One of the things that stole the most attention was his hairstyle. Jungkook is known for experimenting with his looks, but this time the vibe he brought was completely different. His usually dark hair looks a little lighter, with a cut that gives an edgy and modern impression. Some fans even compared it to the style of runway models or rock stars. In addition, the clothes he wears in the photo are no less interesting. Jungkook is seen wearing a simple but classy outfit. From oversized jackets, cargo pants, to minimalist accessories that make his aura stand out. Every detail of his look this time feels like a fashion statement that he wants to show to the world. It's not just about the visuals, her facial expression in the photo also implies something different. There is a calmness, maturity, and a little mysterious aura that makes people curious. Some ARMYs even felt that this photo seemed to signify a new chapter in Jungkook's career, where he began to show a more mature and authentic side of himself. Of course, the response from ARMY is very diverse. Some immediately fell in love with Jungkook's charm again, while others were a little surprised that the change was so sudden. But one thing is for sure, this photo proves that Jungkook is indeed a true trendsetter who can always make new waves, both in the world of music and fashion. So, what's the meaning behind Jungkook's latest look? Is this part of a new concept that he is preparing? Or maybe it's just an expression of him trying something new? Either way, Jungkook always manages to keep fans waiting enthusiastically for every step he takes. The excitement about Jungkook's latest photo didn't stop there. After the photos were widely circulated, many speculations emerged among ARMYs and the media. Some suspected that his new look was related to a new music project, either a solo comeback or a special collaboration. However, there are also those who think that Jungkook is enjoying a new phase in his life, a moment of self-exploration that is reflected through his style and appearance. Curiously, in recent times, Jungkook has been seen expressing himself more freely. Since his debut, he has been known as a BTS member who is always evolving, both in terms of musicality and lifestyle. From his maturing golden voice to the way he experiments with fashion, everything seems to symbolize his long journey of self-discovery. And these latest photos feel like clear evidence that Jungkook has grown more confident in his own skin. Interestingly, some fans also attribute Jungkook's change to his journey as an artist. For an artist like Jungkook, every appearance is not just aesthetic, but also a medium to convey a message. Perhaps his new style is his way of showing the maturity, independence, and artistic freedom that he has been slowly building. Moreover, BTS itself is currently in a period where each member is exploring their solo careers. Jungkook, who has previously released some hugely successful solo songs such as Seven and Standing Next to You, seems to be getting more comfortable walking the path he has chosen. Perhaps this photo is a subtle teaser for something bigger in the future, a new era for Jungkook that is ready to take the world by storm. And when it comes to ARMY's response, the support has been overwhelming. While some were surprised, the majority of fans were proud to see Jungkook showing more and more of himself. Every change he makes, no matter how small, is always an inspiration for many people to accept themselves and dare to move forward. So, is this latest photo just a new style? Or is there something bigger that Jungkook is cooking up behind the scenes? One thing's for sure, Jungkook always knows how to keep the world interested and waiting for his surprises. After the photos went viral, many began to wonder, is Jungkook's new look just a personal style change, or is there a deeper meaning? Interestingly, some observant fans found clues that point to the latter possibility. One of the most talked about theories is that this might be part of a new concept for an upcoming project. Given BTS' history of always designing visual concepts in great detail, it's not impossible that Jungkook's look is part of a narrative in the making, whether for their next solo album, a future group project, or perhaps another surprise yet to be revealed. Moreover, Jungkook's change in style feels in line with his personal journey over the past few years. Since his debut, Jungkook has been known as the Golden Magne, who is always willing to try new things, both on stage and in everyday life. This transformation seems to be a symbol of the maturation process he is going through. Not just about his appearance, but also the way he expresses himself and interprets his artistic freedom. Interestingly, some ARMYs attribute Jungkook's latest look to the development of his career as a musician. After having great success with his solo albums and various international collaborations, Jungkook seems to be more confident in exploring his artistic identity. Perhaps this change is his way of signaling to the world that he is ready to step into a new, more mature and daring stage. Many also feel that Jungkook's appearance this time is like a reflection of the emotional journey he has been on. As an idol who grew up under the spotlight, there is certainly a lot of pressure that he has to deal with. His new look may be his way of conveying the message that he is now more comfortable with himself, just the way he is, without the need to conform to anyone's expectations. Despite all the speculations, one thing is for sure. These new photos prove once again how influential Jungkook is in the entertainment world. With just a few snapshots, he's managed to make millions curious and inspired. His every move is always in the spotlight, proving that he's not just an idol, but a global icon who continues to evolve. To make things even more interesting, shortly after Jungkook's photos went viral, several media outlets started digging deeper. Some sources suspect that this change in appearance is not just a personal style experiment, but part of a new phase in his career. Some speculated that this was the first signal of a new music concept he was preparing, something that might surprise many. In addition, ARMYs also found some subtle clues from social media posts. For example, some time ago, Jungkook shared a playlist of songs with a darker and more emotional feel. This led to the theory that his latest performance might reflect a more mature musical change, perhaps even delving into a different genre from his previous works. Not only that, in recent interviews, Jungkook has also often discussed the importance of self-discovery and expressing emotions honestly in music. For Jungkook, music is a medium for storytelling, and this new performance might be part of that narrative. It's as if he wants to show that he's no longer bound by the old expectations, but instead dares to step into a more authentic and mature direction. On the other hand, many also attribute this change to the current phase of Jungkook's life. As an idol who started his career at a very young age, Jungkook grew up under the public spotlight. His every move was watched, every change in him was scrutinized. However, he now seems more free, as if to show that he has found a balance between his personal and professional life. Another proof is in the way he interacts with fans. While Jungkook used to come across as the innocent and cute Golden Magne, he has now started to show a bolder and more confident side of himself. Even on platforms like Weverse or Instagram, his posts are getting more personal, as if he wants to build a deeper connection with his fans. Interestingly, some ARMYs are also of the opinion that this change in appearance could be symbolic of his preparation for a new phase in BTS. With members currently going solo, and some starting their military service, many suspect that this is his way of conveying the message that BTS, in whatever form it takes, will continue to evolve. In the end, whatever the reason behind the photos, one thing is for sure. Jungkook has always known how to capture the world's attention. Whether it's through music, looks, or even just a photo, he always manages to keep people hooked. And perhaps, this is what makes Jungkook so special. He never ceases to surprise and inspire, even in seemingly simple moments. So, what will he do next? Only time will tell. But one thing is clear, ARMY will always be by his side, waiting for every surprise he has in store. Jungkook isn't just an idol, he's an evolving phenomenon, and the world will never stop watching.